Since Jurgen Klopp touched down on Merseyside back in October 2015, his attacking options have seen a total transformation. Manager Brendan Rodgers was sacked just 2 months into the 2015-16 campaign, leaving Klopp to inherit a side that he couldn't stamp his mark on until the following window. His attacking options consisted of Roberto Firmino, Christian Benteke, Daniel Sturridge, Danny Ings and Divock Origi. The German elected not to bring in any new faces in the 2016 January window, choosing to get to know his players before making any rash decisions. By the end of the season, this was proven an intelligent move as he led Liverpool to 2 cup finals, the Europa League final against Seville in Basel and the League Cup final against Manchester City down at Wembley. The Reds, however, were unsuccessful in both of those finals that year, but as a Liverpool fan, you could sense that it was the start of something special. The following season saw no outgoings in the front line for the Reds, but only an addition to the attack in the form of Sadio Mane. Signed from Southampton for a reported £36 million, the Senegalese man hit the ground running, scoring a fantastic solo goal on his debut away at Arsenal. Working alongside Roberto Firmino that season, the pair managed to score 33 goals and 19 assists between them, seeing the Reds secure Champions League qualification on the final day of the season by beating Middlesbrough 3-0. The following season, in the 2017-18 season, saw the arrival of Mohamed Salah, who would then make up the so-called Fab Four, consisting of himself, Felipe Coutinho, Roberto Firmino and Sadio Mane. The Fab Four were running riot that season, particularly in the Champions League, sweeping aside Spartak Moscow, Seville and Maribor without losing a game. Coutinho departed to Barcelona in the January transfer window, leaving the Fab Four to become the world-famous front three that we know right now. Liverpool went on to reach the Champions League final in Kiev that year, but found themselves up against the Madrid side that wasn't necessarily better than them, but certainly had the tactical nous to win a final that Liverpool lacked. Salah, Firmino and Mane that year racked up 91 goals and 42 assists between them in all comps. With all the momentum that Liverpool gained from the incredible Champions League run to Kiev, the 2018-19 season saw Liverpool very much among the world's elite sides. The preferred front three for the season consisted of Salah, Firmino and Mane, but the backup should not be forgotten this season, as Divock Origi returned from a loan to Wolfsburg and Xherdan Shaqiri was brought in for a reported £13 million from Stoke City. Shaqiri and Origi were pivotal in Liverpool's success that year, as both played a direct hand in the famous victory over Barcelona at Anfield, which saw the Redmen go on to lift their 6th European Cup in Madrid. As much as the preferred front three were flying that year, you can almost certainly say that without Origi and Shaqiri that the Reds wouldn't have been lifting any silverware that year, as they also missed out on the league title by just 1 point. In the same season, Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah shared the Premier League Golden Boot, alongside Arsenal's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, with all three finishing the season on 22 goals. The following season, in 2019-20, Liverpool were unstoppable in their quest to right the wrongs of the season before in the league campaign. The Reds won 26 out of their first 27 games that season, leaving themselves out of sight, basically having won the league and wrapped up around 4 months before they were due to lift the trophy. Mane, Salah and Firmino that year accumulated 57 goals and 33 assists between them. The 2020-21 season wasn't a particularly great one to watch as a Liverpool fan, not least because there wasn't any fans allowed into the stadium, but Liverpool's football still didn't seem to feel the same. The lack of fans seemed to impact Liverpool's intensity, especially at home, where they were beaten for the first time in 4 years by Sean Dyche's Burnley. This season, however, saw the addition of Diogo Jota, who was only expected to be a fringe player when he initially signed, but provided an interesting dynamic for the Reds as he could play both central and on the left-hand side, giving Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino sufficient competition for their place for the first time since 2018. Altogether that season, Jota, Salah, Mane and Firmino totaled 69 goals and 25 assists between them. Moving on to present day now, and Liverpool are firing on all cylinders, competing and welling with a chance of winning all 4 competitions this season. Diogo Jota has established himself as a worthy member of Liverpool's front three, being able to fill in and supply sufficient squad depth in a way that Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool sides haven't seen so far. The 4 have currently got 54 goals and 14 assists between them, having played 34 games so far. With the addition of Luis Diaz into this Liverpool team, we can only see those numbers increasing. Diaz remains an interesting prospect, as it raises multiple questions over the future of Liverpool's attack that has been so successful over recent years. Mohamed Salah's contract is coming to an end, and it remains to be seen whether the Egyptian will be offered a new one. Roberto Firmino is being challenged by Diogo Jota for the centre-forward position, and we imagine that Luis Diaz will provide more than capable competition for Sadio Mane, with him being a right-footed left winger. It remains to be seen what the future will look like for Liverpool's strike force, but one thing is for certain, and that is that they are in a transitional period. It's sad to see integral parts of our famous front three move on, but if there is one man that you trust to successfully achieve this, it's Jurgen Klopp.